good. Whew. Intros. The intros are the best. All right, now that I've just made a complete fool of myself, if you don't want to watch this video anymore, just don't feel free. I won't blame you. What's going on, YouTube? Hope you're doing super well. Welcome to the channel and/or welcome back to the channel. Either way, hope you're doing super amazing. The intros are always the weirdest part, so I just kind of do what I do, and then we're just gonna get into the video. All right. So this video, we're gonna talk about lack of sleep that is possibly causing you to gain weight. Is it the reason? What is your metabolism doing? Can you change it? What if you can't change it? We're gonna cover all those things right now. So let's dive in. First and foremost, we're gonna talk about hormones. Second, we're gonna talk about your metabolism. And then third, we're gonna talk about your nutrition, your diet, all of what happens, all of what changes, what gets affected when you have a lack of sleep. For the context of this video, I'm gonna be talking about if you are getting less than 7 hours of sleep, you are not getting adequate sleep in the context of this video. And the reason I did that was, I'll link the peer-reviewed scientific research studies I went into here below, but all of the studies show less than 7 hours of sleep was not considered adequate sleep. So that's why I'm using that barometer for success for adequate sleep in this video. So, diving right in. First and foremost, your hormones. Everyone loves to talk about hormones. They love to talk about my hormones are out of whack. It's why I can't lose weight, all these things. First and foremost, what I'll say to that is, I did a video here on YouTube. If you're doing everything right, you're eating low calories, you're working out, you're not losing weight. I did a video here on YouTube exactly for that reason. So feel free to watch that video after you watch this one. I'll put it here above. I'll also put it in the link of the show notes here below. But that being said, let's talk about how your hormones possibly change when you don't get adequate sleep. So a little bit of science here for you. There are two hormones in your body. One of them is called leptin, and one of them is called ghrelin, hence the ghrelin. We'll talk about that here in a second. So when you sleep, when you get adequate sleep, your leptin is increased. And what leptin does, the hormone leptin decreases your appetite. So when you sleep, the hormone leptin gets increased. So what does that mean? When you sleep, your leptin is increased, which means your appetite is decreased. Now, the hormone ghrelin, when you don't get adequate sleep, your ghrelin is increased and your leptin is decreased. As you can probably imagine, if the hormone leptin decreases appetite, the hormone ghrelin increases appetite. So now, you're not getting adequate sleep, so what's happening is your leptin hormone is decreasing and your ghrelin hormone is increasing. The reason I put grr here is because ghrelin makes you hungrier. So if you get hungrier because you're not adequately sleeping, what's happening is when your body sleeps, it goes into your parasympathetic nervous system state. Basically what this means is you're resting, you're recovering, your body's saying, hey, we don't need to eat, like we're good, we're doing our recovery processes, we're digesting food, we're sleeping. We don't need to increase our appetite because we're not moving, we're recovering, we're in parasympathetic. But if you're not getting that adequate sleep, your body can't tell your brain to say, hey, we're not hungry. So what it's going to do is say, we're always up and moving, we're not sleeping adequately. Cool, ghrelin's gonna get increased, which again is going to increase your appetite. If you are looking to lose weight, this is probably not the most advantageous thing for you because the only way you are going to lose weight is to be in a calorie deficit. So if you have to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight, which is you're just eating less calories than what your body burns, again, the only way to lose weight, if your ghrelin is getting increased because you're not getting adequate sleep, your appetite is going to go up, your cravings are going to go up, your hunger is going to go up. This is not very advantageous if you're looking to stay on a diet and stay in a calorie deficit because you're constantly going to overeat, you're going to have more cravings to have you have more calories, and this energy balance equation of you intaking less calories than what your body burns is not going to work out well for you long term. So that right there could be the reason why if you're not getting adequate sleep, you could be possibly gaining weight. It's not directly correlated to the lack of sleep itself. It's what you do once you don't get adequate sleep that is going to mess up those hormones in your body, which then make you eat more. That's the thing. It's not that, oh, people who sleep 2 hours a night are automatically going to gain weight. If they were in a calorie deficit, you're still going to lose fat. but it's a hell of a lot harder. And my thing to you is this journey is hard enough as it is. It's hard enough physically, it's hard enough mentally, it's hard enough emotionally, it's hard to stay motivated. It's hard enough as it is. Don't set yourself up for failure. Try to set yourself up for success. If you're not getting adequate sleep, you're setting yourself up for failure because you're making it that much harder on yourself when it doesn't have to be. So to recap, when you don't get adequate sleep, leptin, the hormone that decreases appetite, is decreased, and ghrelin, the hormone that increases appetite, is increased. This is going to make you lead to be more hungrier, more cravings, etc., etc. This will make you eat more calories, which is going to make you eventually be in a calorie surplus and gain weight. That's why you may possibly gain weight from lack of sleep, not inherently from the lack of sleep, but what you do after that that causes you to gain weight. Number one, let me know any questions there. Going to number two, your metabolism. And I put psych here for a reason because, again, I just mentioned it previously. Let's be honest with ourselves here. It's hard enough to stick to your diet as it is. It's hard enough to consistently work out as it is. It's hard enough for you right now to stay motivated to work out as it is. Do you really think on 4 hours of sleep, you're gonna wanna get up in the morning and say, can't wait to work out? Like, do you really think that's gonna happen? One of the studies that I linked here in the description of this show here below showed that a inadequate sleep led to a decreased energy expenditure during the day. So what does that mean? If you are not getting adequate sleep, that is going to decrease the calories you burn during the day because you're not moving as much. Because again, let's be honest, when you're getting 4 hours of sleep, are you really gonna wake up in the morning at 5 a.m. and say, yep, I'm supposed to go work out and I can't wait to go work out? No, you're gonna say, cover's over me, fuck this, going back to bed. Let's say you work out at night. Are you really going to say after 4 hours of sleep and you head to work, you deal with stress from your boss, stress from clients, whatever it is, you get home, you're like, I'm tired, I'm not going to work out, I'm gonna sit here on the couch and binge watch Netflix. So now, again, it's not inherently the lack of sleep, it's the fact that what you do after the lack of sleep is apparent is what's going to affect your calorie either intake or expenditure. In this situation we're talking about, it is going to decrease your calorie expenditure because you're decreasing how much you move. You're skipping workouts, you're not taking walks, you're not doing your cardio sessions, all because you're tired, you don't feel like it. Your willpower is down. The less you move around, the less your metabolism is. So you decrease your metabolism because you decrease how much you move. So now, not only are you getting hungrier, like we talked about earlier with the hormones, so you're getting hungrier and eating more. Now, again, studies have shown if you do not get adequate sleep, your energy expenditure throughout the day, which is how many calories you burn during the day, is going to decrease. So now you're getting hungrier, which leads you to eat more, and now you're getting tired and lazy, so you're not moving as much, which means you're intaking more calories and burning less calories, which again, for your energy balance equation, that's not very beneficial for weight loss. So again, it's not the inherent lack of sleep, it's what you're going to do after you do not get adequate sleep that is going to lead you to make these decisions that then affect your weight loss equation. Going to the last point, number three, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Your diet, your nutrition. Let's talk about it. So I brought up right now about how when you're tired, you're not likely to work out as much. You're probably gonna skip workouts. That's gonna lead to you decreasing your energy expenditure and burning less calories throughout the day. Now, I briefly mentioned eating more calories because of ghrelin, but also let's talk about a side factor of that. We've already established that your ghrelin is gonna be increased. You're gonna have an increased appetite. You're gonna have more cravings. You're gonna be more hungry. That's already apparent. But let's talk about the psychological willpower side of things as well. Because again, if you get 4 hours of sleep and you work all day, you have to deal with your kids, maybe your kids are e-learning right now, maybe they go to school, maybe you just sat in traffic for hours and hours and you got shit from your boss and X, Y, and Z. All, life in general, all the other lifestyle things that are going on besides you wanting to lose weight. When you get home in the afternoon, are you really going to say, off of 4 hours of sleep, are you really going to say, man, I can't wait to make a healthy dinner. I'm gonna sit there and chop my vegetables. I'm gonna sit there and cook my protein. I'm gonna sit there and make the healthiest meal possible. Meanwhile, your kids are saying, when is dinner gonna be ready? House is saying, when's dinner gonna be ready? I'm hungry, I'm hungry. You just wanna lay down and chill because you're tired, you worked all day. You're not gonna sit there and say, let me make a healthy dinner. You're gonna say, cool, let's go to McDonald's. Cool, let's just pick something up. Who cares what it is? You know in your head that you want to lose weight and you want to eat healthier, but the fact that you're tired, you're hangry, you don't feel like it, that is going to lead you to make decisions that are not beneficial for your weight loss journey. Again, all because You did not get adequate sleep that night before, which led up to these factors happening. And let's also tie it into what I talked about earlier. When you get home, not only are you probably going to say whatever, have whatever for dinner, I don't care, I don't want to cook, I don't have to think about it, so you're probably going to eat out, it's probably going to be higher in calories, not going to be as healthy. On top of that, you're not working out. Like we said earlier, you're skipping your workout because you're tired. So what do? You go sit on the couch and you binge watch Netflix. What do you do when you binge watch Netflix? I don't think you're eating celery and pickles and 0-calorie snacks. You're eating chips, you're eating cookies, you're eating pretzels, you're eating things that are just grab-and-go handfuls that are highly palatable. Because that's what you do when you binge watch Netflix and you're tired and you're hangry. And again, like we said earlier, you have more cravings, so you're probably going to crave those things at night. So now you are decreasing your energy expenditure by not working out, you are increasing your appetite, you are not having a healthy dinner because you're tired, you're sitting on the couch binge watching Netflix, eating chips and cookies, all because you are not getting adequate sleep like you're supposed to. And I'm going to transition this into, there's something I use with all of my online coaching clients, and it's called break the chain. Because listen, it's not the fact that at night you just continuously overeat and you can't stop yourself. It's not the fact that you got tired at night and you skipped your workout because you were unmotivated. What's happening is there's a chain of events that are happening up to that point, leading you to that decision of not working out or not making a healthy dinner or not snacking at night. There's a chain of events. In the same way, you don't just go into your job one day and say, screw this, I'm done. Over the span of time, maybe your boss pissed you off, you don't like your coworkers, the travel sucks. There's events that led up to you quitting your job. This is the same thing here. And what you have to do is break the chain of events leading up to those events. I think there's an analogy, it's like cut the head off a snake. I don't know if it's, I don't know if that's a real analogy. I think it is, but I'm not sure. You can correct me on that. But either way, cut the head off the snake and break the chain. If you would just get adequate sleep the night before like you're supposed to, all of these chains of events would be different. Because let's go through a typical day. If you got 8 hours of sleep, you would probably be way more energized when you woke up in the morning to get your workout done. So now you got your workout done, you're feeling good, you have more energy, you feel accomplished, you feel proud. Cool, I'm gonna have a healthy breakfast now. I'm gonna make sure I pack my lunch. Cool, now not only are you moving more, increasing your energy expenditure, but now you're also influencing your diet and your nutrition because you feel better, you have more energy, you're not tired, you're not running late, you're not running behind. So now you are increasing energy and decreasing the amount of calories you take in. That is very beneficial for weight loss. And again, maybe you get home and this time you packed your lunch. So now you have your lunch and your snacks you took. So when you get home, you're not starving. You have good energy. You worked out early in the morning so you feel better. You have more energy. So you get home and you make a healthy dinner. And now you're full. So now you don't have to binge watch Netflix and eat cookies. You actually want to go take a walk after because you feel good. You take a 10, 15 minute, 20 minute walk with your family. You're increasing your energy expenditure that much more and you're decreasing your calories that much more, which is going to help you be in a calorie deficit. Break the chain. Start getting adequate sleep. And listen, I understand. And again, in one of these research studies below, it clearly pointed out 2 of the biggest epidemics in well-developed countries are obesity and sleep deprivation. Why is that? It's a 24/7 world we live in. There's always constant updates. You're always on your phone. You can get the news whenever you want. You're watching shows whenever you want. It's all on demand. And while that's all fine and well, that also makes it that much easier to procrastinate on sleep, not make sleep a priority, and push to the side. You have to make sleep a priority if you want to succeed in this journey. Things like making sure 30 minutes before bed you're not on your phone. Things like taking 5 minutes to stretch or meditate before bed. Things like taking 5 minutes to journal before bed or plan your day out the next day. Again, set yourself up for success. This journey is hard enough as it is. Don't make it harder on yourself by getting 4 hours of sleep at night. So listen, that's the entire video. You know that sleep is important, but I hope this video cleared things up. And again, summing it all up, it's not inherently if you sleep less, you're going to automatically gain weight. What it is saying is it makes it that much easier for you to gain weight and that much harder for you to lose weight because of what we talked about earlier. But it's the fact that the decisions you make after you get lack of sleep can easily lead you to gain weight. I hope this video helped. Use this video to make a change in your life. You know you need to sleep better. You know that. So just do it. Take small actions. Again, take 5 minutes before bed and make sure you're not on your phone or you're not watching TV. Just sit there and kind of chill out. Take 5 minutes to plan your day out the next day. Plan your food out. Plan your workouts out. Do it. I promise you it'll be beneficial for you. Any questions or concerns, let me know. We'll talk soon. Thank you so much.